6th team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. So Oregon's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We got a real treat today. We're going to see a matchup between a high-powered offense that's been almost impossible to stop against a defense that's been shutting people down, Kirk. This should be fun.
Well, this is what really you hope for in a game of this magnitude is good versus good. And that's what we have, as you said, Chris. Outstanding offense, been producing all year, and this defense has been taking no prisoners, just dominant. Something's got to give today. Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now, it wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Now, the delay penalty backed the offense up closer to their own goal line. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Gosh, Chris, I just love this atmosphere. The home field advantage on full display. The defense flying around with energy. Nice job there on that 3rd down and using the energy from the crowd to make that stop.
And the Ducks will bring their punt team onto the field. So a 3 and out on the first possession. They'll have to kick it away. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Hey, Kirk, how cool is this matchup? We got an elite quarterback. We talked to him about the opportunity to face a corner on the other side who's just as elite.
You know, anytime that you're a corner and you consider yourself the best in the country, there's no better opportunity than going up against one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Let's see who can step up and show that they're the better player. Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. And look at this result, some positive yards.
Looking to throw. It's Aller. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Sneaked up in the defense. They get him to the ground. Heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the mark.
Well, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He'll throw it now. The short hands. It's Garcia. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the tall receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. And they pick up the first on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
The Ducks bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He finds some space. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Getting set for the 2nd quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the 1st quarter at all. Getting set here now for the 2nd period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking for some space. It's Singleton. Football comes out, and the defense comes up with the football.
Well, they're 2 for 2 now on drive-killing fumbles. What a way to start. When the coach was preaching consistency, I'm not sure that this is what he had in mind.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Dropping back. It's Moore. Looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
The Ducks will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Off target and incomplete. Here's the second down play. And this pass is on target, caught. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Throws it to the right. Catch made in space. Look out. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Dropping back, it's Aller. Finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Not able to connect. Incomplete. The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. The Nittany Lions looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. He try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. But they were backed up to start the drive. Did some bold play calling, great execution. Reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Moore. That's caught. It's Casper. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
First down and 10 now. Using his legs. It's Hughes. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Close to the tight end. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And now a PAT can level the score heading into halftime. And it's good.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. They get the second half started with a running play. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, if you're going to run an ISO play with that pulling guard, the running back's got to do a better job of getting behind those big linemen to hope that a hole will open up. Here he tries to bounce it to the outside, and there's just no room out there.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Back to pass. It's Power. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. First down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. And I think it really caught this defense off guard.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And Indy Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Singleton. Here he goes. Defense finally gets him down, but he showcased the shiftiness on that play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Campbell. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Allen. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. And he makes it. Wow, from 55 yards out.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking for some space. It's Hughes. They bring him down right at the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. It's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. Sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. The Ducks will line up to kick it away. About to punt for the 4th time tonight. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. Back to pass. It's Allen looking for his big tight end. He's got it in the open. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it cost the offense 5. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Off the RPO, clock to the right. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. QB keeper all the way. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Back to throw. It's Moore. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
At this point late in the game, you've got to be willing to take some risks, and this quarterback understands that. He puts the ball up in a one-on-one matchup, trusts his receiver. Receiver battles, comes down with a big catch. It pays off. Now let's see if they can put points up on the board.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to throw it on first down. Intercepted in the end zone.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Leaning on the run game here. Fights off a defender. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Hudson. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front. That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. They surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on 3rd down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive. We're set up at the 31. Scanning the field. It's Moore. Looking for a late deep shot. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, that's the kind of matchup you hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.